And we're back. Cool, so I think last video I would have posted would have been the video I shot for a mate of mine's workshop of a client's car. It's a HJ Holden. The yellow is actually a really cool color, so if you haven't, go and check that out. I'll put it up there if I can do that, if I know how to do that yet. Yep, I'll put the little video link there. Go and grab that. It's actually I'm pretty proud of myself. It's a bit of a hobby that's just sort of I want to continue to do. So, you know, I want to shoot stuff like this, mates' cars, anything. So, yeah, bit of a hobby. Tonight, what we'll do is I'll finally get the car up in the air. I got the jack stands, the jack, and I'll show you the exhaust. First things first, because that is one of the things that, you know, it's beautiful, it's absolutely stunning, but you can't see it because it's underneath the car. So I'll quickly take out the jack stands, take the front bar off, just because it's a bit tight in here. Jack up the car in the front, take the rear bar off, jack up the car in the rear, and we can go from there. So bear with me, pop the camera down, and quickly do all that. Alright. Alright, front's up in the air. I'll quickly get the rear bar off, and this thing makes it a breeze, eh? It's awesome. Used to have to do it side by side, now I can just do it off the front toe point. It's excellent. I could definitely get some better fitment on the rear. Get some new coilovers, go slightly lower. Shave out the inner side of this. And I could probably get it to squat right down to here. That would be the coolest. So, whew. It was cold, now it's starting to get warm. I'll quickly do the back, pull the rear bar off, jack it up. I'm not going to film it. It's the same bloody thing, just in reverse. And then show you under the car. Cool. Whew. Alright, car's up in the air. Making progress. Now, never get under a car while it's jacked up without a jack stand or something to catch it. You never want to put too much trust inside a jack. And once you've got your car up on stands, just give it a push. It ain't going anywhere. Because, you know, cars and parts are replaceable, but you're not. So it's probably best not to get under there without some sort of safety in place. Now, what was I going to do? I was just show you the exhaust. I haven't been under the car in a few years, probably since the exhaust was last done, so it'll be interesting to see what's under there and what it looks like. It's probably a bit dusty, dirty, spiderwebs, cobwebs, my dog's fur from sitting in this garage, so go under, flick my flashlight on, and yeah, see what I mean about dog fur? Yeah. Alright. Goes the whole way up. It's one thing I've never understood about S13s. That is the frame rail on the passenger side. It's just missing. It's just missing completely. But that's okay. GK Tech do a replacement kit. And it goes all the way down the back. See if I can get up the front and get a better look at it. Unlucky. There's a bit of overspray on it, but that's alright. Yeah, as you can see, that's my downpipe. Sorry, my wastegate. That is definitely plumbed back into the exhaust to make it road legal. It's not a screamer at all. One thing I definitely want to do is that bad boy. While I'm under here, I want to pull out the steering rack, but that's for another night. Ideally, let's pull out that surge tank and everything in the boot like I wanted to, and then we can move on. I want to pull the front wheels off. So as you can see in there, there's no split pin. And the split pin's something you definitely want for your hub. So I'll have a look and see if we've got any there, and then we'll do that, and then I can look at doing the power steering. Pull that out and send it off, or even order a rebuild kit or something. It's probably easier just to send it off because then I know it's done and I know it's not going to leak again. But as you can see on the back, there's a split pin, so it's going to stop the nut from winding itself 100% off. You don't want that to happen at 100, even 60, even just 10 k's an hour. It'd be rough. It'd suck, put it that way. Right, so pop the boot, have a look underneath, and see what bolts I need to get out. Let's just get under there while we're there. So they must have jacked the car up to put masking tape on it, because I definitely didn't do that. Okay. Yeah, and where's my camera? There we go. As you can see, what brand are these coil lips? I can't even. Section Japan. And then I've got Cusco's in the front. As you can see, that bolt's a little long. Probably need to take that out. There's the bolts I need to get. Easy peasy. Fuel lines. GK Tech braided line for the brake lines. There's a fuel filter encased in some rubber to stop it from rattling. I've actually got some proper anodized holders to keep the lines together, because they're all P-clamps, but one of them are, not the other one. So I'll throw them into. Probably need to do the rear cradle bushings. I've got slip-in bushings, but you know, they're not the best. The car's actually pretty straight underneath. It's not actually that bad. Pretty good. Just need to clear out all this crap. A little bit of oil there, don't actually know what it is. But the boots are intact. Drive shafts I'll probably bloody snap. Otherwise everything's in good nick. That's pretty new. It's probably putting it on a trailer or something. Yeah, that's very new. Probably need to do that up. So it's been a few years, but this exhaust was built by Fabulous Fabrications, and his welds are unreal. Absolutely gorgeous. The whole way through. Everything. From dump pipe back, he built the whole exhaust. Tucked it up really nice and high. Did a really, really good job. It is the lowest part of the car, but not by much. It's, yeah, utterly gorgeous. I love this part of the car, and you don't get to see it, which is a bummer. 3-inch dump back. It's got a cat, a resonator, and a muffler, because it's a street car. And if it sounds, if it's like, you know, not too loud, I can take the cat out and the resonator and just go straight to the muffler, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. See if it's too quiet, too loud. Who knows? Who knows? That is, I wonder if you can see it in there. It's gonna focus? No. Anyways, that there is an R33 adapter for the handbrake. Yeah, it's sort of focusing. So that means I can run, well, I have got R33 drum brakes, drum handbrakes on the rear, which are pretty neat. All the boot's been trimmed, etc. Alright, enough rambling. Let's get some tools and get these undone. This is really a two-person job, but and trying to film it makes it a little difficult, but where's the bolt? Haha. Oh, that's one hand. That's my ratchet on the top. Cool. Everything's off. I need to get rid of that little baby wasp nest. Everything's out. That was a lot harder than I thought to do by myself, but we'll get it done. If you're ever by yourself, get a ratcheting spanner and just lock it off against something at the top. It'll stop it from spinning. So theoretically, with all this out, voila. Nice. Take that one out. Woo! Whee! One big surge tank. Nice. It's a lot neater. I'll get those washers out later. Now the next thing on my list is to just shorten these. I can essentially get rid of this if I get a like a 120 fitting for there, if it wants to focus. 120 fitting for that one and a 120 fitting for this one, so I can at least, that was just to plumb it up so nothing got in it and I know which line was which, so we are golden. Fuel cap cover that I painted with some of my leftover flake. I've actually got heaps of it left. And I don't think I'll ever get it on unless I do get those 120s. I could probably make it work. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Whew. Easy. Alright, well, if anyone wants a surge tank, I won't sell that fuel pump. It'll just go in the bin. I don't know how long it's sat for, probably a couple of years. It's probably not worth it. It's probably bung for $100 or $150. It's not worth putting your motor on. That'll pretty much do it for tonight. It's a short one. I was, yeah, I'm just shattered. I've been editing this other video, doing everything else, but I wanted to come in here and do something at least, so got something done. That's the main thing. Now I'm gonna go edit this up and upload it. But I think when we come back, not tomorrow, but the next day, I want to get a head start on ripping out the power steering, because as you can see, it is leaking like a sieve, and all the bolts are tied at the top, so it's coming out of the rack, which is a pain in the butt. But that's all right. I've taken one out before with a mate of mine on his driveway, which is pebblecrete, which was painful. This is smooth concrete, which is a little bit better, but it's still a pain in the butt when the motor's in there. I should have just taken it out and got it rebuilt when I had the motor out of it, but I didn't realise it was leaking like a sieve. I was too busy trying to paint the engine bay and everything like that. Yeah, I guess if you want to see more videography stuff of car shoots and all that jazz, let me know. I enjoy doing it. I'm just going to keep uploading it, but if there's more, people wanting to see it more often, I'll try and chase it a bit more. But for now, that'll do for tonight. We got it up in the air, we got the surge tank out of it, had a quick squeeze underneath it. Short, I know, apologise, but I'm constricted for time at the moment. I at least wanted to get something done. Anyways, Like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz, and see you in the next one. Peace.